Well, folks, we on the air, we on the air, we on the air. How are you all doing this afternoon?
On a Saturday
On a Saturday
afternoon.
afternoon. All this football going on, but we got a whole lot of other crap going on too. A
It's a
whole
beautiful day
so far
in southern Florida.
in Georgia it is
Well,
too.
central Florida, I should say.
In Georgia also here in Atlanta, we got some beautiful weather here. I had a couple of things happen and stuff in my household. I got me some new earpieces to go on my ear and everything. I had some deliveries happening to my house here. We got some other stuff going on. Man, oh shit. Sorry, excuse my French, but I've been busy all morning. A lot of stuff going on. Getting ready for the winter, people. All the leaves are falling. Got to clean the yards up, blow all the leaves away.
You know, the term is always sunny in California. It's
Yep.
always sunny here in Florida.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Even
unless
more
that.
so in even more so than California.
Oh, okay.
It is
well,
much better.
well,
The weather is much better here than California.
uh, well, they've been
Nice
having
and
some.
hot.
They've been
California is
having.
75, 85. Here
Yeah,
is
they
85, 95.
Well, they got some cool weather going on this week, man. I looked over there, and I think the high over there was like 75 or something like that.
Oh, that's probably in the early mornings, yeah.
No,
Then it gets up in the 80s and 90s.
this was the top temperature and stuff over there for the last couple of days. It has been. I've been doing I got a app that pulls in all the weathers and stuff in all the major cities, and their top temperature, man, I was surprised. It was 35 degrees. So something going on over there. I think they got a storm coming in over there somewhere. They expect a lot of
On
rain.
the East Coast.
Yep, they got some kind of storm coming in, a big storm. They ain't
Well,
come
it's a
through them
storm coming. I'm going to tell you, a storm coming. When they,
yet.
let me tell you, they done messed around and messed with the wrong man, Smith. The one that did that, what is it? The one that,
Yeah, he did that case and stuff against Trump and everything. He filed a case down in Florida, right?
and
Jack Smith.
he got some stuff on him, and I don't know if he want to bring that man up to indict him because he got the backup. You know, it's just like what we used to always talk about it. You know, and we know it was a lot of people that was involved. And here's my take, people. I'm a conspiracy theorist person. So therefore, I'm always looking at inside, outside, outside, inside, 8 sides to a story. And I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to run away because she was involved in that shit. She was the one who was helped coordinate that shit, that insurrection. She the one convinced a lot of those Congress people and senators as well. And she trying to save face. But it's too late now. They got you. You can come up talking about you for the people in your branch, your territory and all that stuff. But I believe that she was totally involved because I remember that tape that she put up there. You remember that tape that she put there? Right in the Capitol.
Well, I don't know if you were watching that Senate hearing and stuff with Pam Bondi just did. I think on Wednesday she did that hearing thing in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and the senator from Louisiana, Mr. Kennedy, kind of started drilling about these senators, 10, I think 10 senators and stuff that were being, their phones and everything were being tapped. And she was sitting there with her snickering self, and she was snickering about the fact that they knew about this and that they were doing research on it because they were going to do something with the Democrats, I guess, who were quote unquote involved in this whole mess. And now you done brought this thing up about Jack Smith, and we find out that Jack Smith was the one that had tapped these people's phones. There were 10 senators that he tapped their phones. And a bunch of them were all pissed off about it and everything. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come to find out, the man had a warrant to tap that shit. And the law that he uses to do that, the Republicans had already were the ones who had put this daggone law out to allow people to do this stuff. They were the one who set this whole thing in motion and then turned around this term and stuff and everything and reenacted it again. Said, yes, this is what we want to do. They're stabbing themselves in the back of the head. And he did tap them. He tapped their phone.
See, they want to make like this potential or actual action of insurrection was just happenstance. The people just came. No, they all gathered together. They planned this and plotted it out. We already know that. We saw it right on tape, right in front of our face. They was back there planning stuff.
Absolutely. And these
And
10
that
senators,
was in front of our face. No telling how many plans. And then they said Banner was involved in it. The other knucklehead, I can't think of his name. I can see his face. Rogers Stone. All these people was involved in this mess.
and those
And
senators were involved because you remember
here's
Ron
the thing,
Johnson.
though.
Ron Johnson was trying to put forth a false narrative and stuff and taking away the votes and stuff from the state of Wisconsin.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And his phone was being tapped. And now all of a sudden, they don't have no business tapping our phone. This is against the law.
And not only that, though, Ed, you probably, I don't know if you remember this, but I do. I don't remember the date. But prior to all of this, most of those senators that they tapped, they all
Mhm.
went to Russia.
Yeah,
They all went to Russia. And they had a meeting with Putin.
with Putin. It's gonna be
So,
some mess. It's gonna be some mess. They're thinking and stuff, Ted, and I can see those wheels in those Republicans and Pram Bonnie's head rolling around here. We're gonna get these Democrats, and this is we're gonna get them. But they may be biting off more than they can chew because they don't know what heck going on here.
oh yeah, he covered his back. He covered his back. So he got all his information. He got all that. It's just a matter of time now. I mean, these people are vicious. They got all kind of stuff going on. American people is in the dark. A lot of American people. There's a lot of not. It's a lot of American people are know exactly all these things that was going on. They saw it with their own eyes, and they saw a lot of stuff, and they know. And there's a lot of information out there for people to consume. You know, we're having a conversation about it, but we're not getting real detail. There's a lot of people out there got real details about what's going on, and it's a whole lot of stuff. And come to find out, if you ever listen to Legal AF,
I do.
okay, if you listen to that, it's a video out there talking about our chief justice curtailed the insurrection case. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And then, you know, if you look at the Chief Justice, his whole MO, bruh, was all about white supremacy. He was against the voting rights from the get-go, years ago when he was a young lawyer. I'm gonna send you that tape. But it's amazing. His name is this lady that wrote this book about him is called Lisa Gray or Lisa Grace or something like that. And man, she got go into detail about how vicious this guy is. Oh, he's so nice and so sweet, right in person. He said, but he got some devious stuff going on with him. So it's a lot of mess going on, bro. So I don't know. You know, all I know is that almost in the last 40 years, $5 trillion has been sent to foreign countries. And I can almost guarantee you half of that 5 trillion went to Israel. In the last 40 years, $26 trillion is missing out of the government. Can't be found. We don't spend that much money. We have not spent that much money into our country. $26 trillion is missing. And these Congress people and these uh, senators have allowed this to happen to the American people when we should be having modern trains and modern buses and all kinds of things, bridges fixed, all of that. We should have modern. Which every American should have a home that want a home. These people have stolen in the last 40 years since Ronald Reagan was in office, have stolen all of this money. Now, it's a good thing that they opened it up for the IPOs and all that, you know, to have businesses and all that. I agree to that. The Glass-Steagall was sort of kind of a hindrance, to a certain degree, but it was a whole lot of mess going on, bro. There's a lot of people doing a lot of illegal stuff in the stock market. A lot of people went to jail back in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Inside trading, and then you had all these mergers that were a lot of them were illegal, or they went too far. That's why you got only 10 companies that's making all the food. You got two companies that got over 1,000 products making all this processed food and selling it to the grocery stores. You know, you see a brand that you thinking that it's by itself. No, it's owned by one company. They just use it as a brand. So my brand, they merged, they bought them out, and we did stories on that. We did stories on that years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So now people are finally woke up. You have finally woken up. Some people already knew about it, and well, whatever. But the point is, this stuff catches up with you, and now it has caught up with them, and so now these billionaires are scared to death now. They know that the people know because the people are tired of all this woke crap, all this fictitious woke crap. They looking at the numbers. They saying, wait a minute, I ain't never seen no transgender person. I barely see gay people. If they gay, I wouldn't even know it. And what is black people doing? Black people ain't doing nothing. They just living their life, going to work, having dinner and all that. It's made up shit. That's what it is. It's made up to bring division. And then they found out that President Obama, his ACA, if they would have really legitimately put it out there like it's supposed to be, everybody would have insurance, or people that didn't have insurance have insurance. And right now, you got over 20, 25, 30 million people on the doggone thing. People never had insurance. And now they're trying to kill it. I remember, I'm old enough to remember, if you had a pre existing thing, they would not see you,
Insure you. It
insure
would
you.
not pay you. They would not pay for your medical
That's
expenses and
right.
stuff if you had a pre-existing condition. If they found out that you had a pre-existing condition, they denied your claim, your
There you
medical
go.
claim.
And that was just regular insurance people now. And see, and that's what they want you to go back to. How many,
And and they
and when
want
you
to
was
take
working, in corporate world, they would only allow you to carry your kids as a family. When they turn 18, boom, they off.
18, they off. Now it's 26. Yep, but we're finding, Ted, that a lot of people and stuff do not understand that because, like we said, these folks and stuff, they're only thinking about themselves. I done lost my job and I don't want to do anything, and hey, we need to get back to work so I won't lose my job. I'm sorry, people, but sometimes you're gonna have to suffer just a little bit and everything to keep on. Because all you people out there who are upset about this crap and everything, most of them are under the Affordable Care Act. And it's going if you go back to work, they're gonna take away your insurance and you're gonna be out, you're gonna really be out. So take the pain, go out there, get your unemployment compensation until we can get this stuff straightened out. Simple
Well,
as that.
I'm gonna be nasty about this here. I'm talking about the TSA people. And God bless them, they got little jobs and they like security people and they have to go through training and you know, and what started all that shit is, let me tell you what started it. When George Bush
Which
started
Bush?
going over
Which
there to Iraq and Iran,
which
I
Bush?
mean Afghanistan,
Which Bush?
Bush Jr.
Bush. Oh, okay.
When Bush Jr.
Bush
went
Junior. Oh,
over
they were
there
Bushes now.
and then talking about he gonna fight the I mean they got all kind of names for their little groups and stuff. You know, I can't even remember all the names, but they had about 3 or 4 groups that were classified as terrorists, and
The
some of
act.
these terrorists,
He called them the axis of evil.
they're the axis of evil.
Axis
And
of
so
evil.
therefore, you know, you had that program, whatever they called, you know, the American, whatever they did, and everybody had to sign in for this and do this and do that. And then at the same time, because they were so scared that these people were gonna come over here and just bum up our planes, what did we have to do? They hired all these TSA people, take off your shoes, take off your belt, go through this alarm, do this, do that. I mean, we went through that for years. But prior to that, all you do is just walk in and walk on the plane. I
That's
mean, there
it.
was a little, you know, security stuff going on, but it wasn't like they got it now. And that's because he go over there and start messing in other people's business, lying about the axis of evil. Yeah, there were some people that didn't like us, but what started that shit?
The
The first
oil.
Bush.
The oil. He wanted that oil. Iraq had oil, and he wanted that oil.
You mean
he
Cheney
wanted.
wanted that oil?
He wanted that oil. He
You
wanted
mean
that
Cheney wanted
oil.
it? Well,
Yeah,
Bush too, because he was part of it too.
I know. He come out of Texas. You know, the folks in Texas, they want that oil. That's why he started that war because he wanted that oil. He
Just think
wanted
of
to go
all
over
the,
there and conquer that oil.
just think of all the poor soldiers. You know, went over there and their motives was correct. You know, because they wanted to protect the American people. A lot of them joined. Hey, we ain't allowing this. You know, you're gonna blow up our cities and blah blah blah. We gonna come out. We gonna fight. Okay, but that was the wrong way to do it. You was only talking about, you know, you went over there and just bombed up Iraq, killed millions of people because of a little gang. And what's the name found them hiding in Pakistan.
Well, first they had to get uh, the what was his name? The one they found underneath the down the bunker. He was the emperor and stuff of Iraq. You remember him?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was the one that's supposed to have been responsible for the weapons
Kuwait.
of mass destruction.
Kuwait.
And it wasn't Kuwait. That was Iraq.
No, but first Bush went over there.
The first Bush did, yeah.
Iraq was messing with Kuwait, and that was the first Bush, and he gonna protect Kuwait. You ain't gonna do that. He goes over there. What the hell he going over there? Kuwait, man, why don't you mind your damn business, George Bush? And then it was just a quick war, boom, 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 and it was over. And still people died. And he could have went on and just destroyed Iraq, then started the war, but he decided to drop back, and then here come the second Bush, and he went on and finished the job.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy, man. I mean, these people, just because they wanted to make this country a military police state, and that's exactly what it was. I mean, as stupid as Donald Trump was, he had it right. He knew it too. It was just a setup. Because he used to talk about it he used to talk about it. You know, so he just said, "Hey, I'm going in." If somebody is as doofless as George Bush too, hey, I know I can do it.
All right, now
George
don't
Bush
you
too
speak.
could be president. I
Uh,
know I can be president. And then they let this black man be president. I know I can be president. So this is
oh
where we are now.
what's this man's name? Ted. I'm trying to get this
I
man.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his name. They caught him underneath. He was in the bunker somewhere, hiding in a
Yeah, they
bunker.
call him in the bunker.
Yeah, he was hiding in a bunker underneath the something. They pulled him out. He'd been up in that bunker for a long time. He was hiding. Ah man, people, we got so much stuff here in our heads that it's hard for us to keep up with all this mess
It's
here.
hard to keep up, man.
It's hard to keep up with all this
And I'm
mess
sitting
here.
up here I'm
Yep.
giving a synopsis and a cliff note, but it's more detailed than that. But it's so much mess. And then you had Cheney going over there with his company, and they feeding these people 2 dinners at the same time so they can make sure they get their money. You had that guy from Amway, Prince, made over $20 billion. he he was making so much money, he was on the damn stock market.
Yep.
He was in the top. He was in the top 100. He was making so much money.
Take take care of their friends.
Oh my goodness, man! I mean, they blew so much money on these doofless ass wars. The only real war we ever had is World War II. And I don't even know if you did some real research on it. Well, yeah, because you had that Hitler shit. But still, I'm just saying, man, these people, man, how do they live with themselves? How do they live with themselves?
Money, Ted. Follow the money.
I'm just saying, God, I'm gonna say this. God bless you. Because God will bless you.
They believe in that money.
Because, I mean,
Man, what?
money, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I get it. They want money, man. Just money. You have to follow the
And they
money.
sitting up here talking about black people. That's why I always holler taxation without representation. And then what they did was, they brung in, well, these people helped us in the wars and all that, and let's bring them in, just like they did the Germans. They let all the Germans come here too. Got a bunch of German people here too, originated from Germany. They're all in the Midwest, and they let them all in here. And now you got all the Iraqis. You got Iraqis here. You got Palestinian people here. You got Afghan people here. You got people from all over the world that's come here, and now we got a mishmash, a melting pot of people got their own ideology and their own political goals for this country. America has lost its way just for that almighty so-called dollar. Who you got running for governor, bro? You know your lineup for governor over there.
In Georgia,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who?
we got I think his name is Duncan. He used to be a Republican. He's running as a Democrat.
And who else?
Marjorie's not running. Taylor Greene is not running. They got this guy and stuff and everything. I forget his daggone name, but he's the lieutenant governor and stuff now for the state of Georgia. He's running. But really,
Don't you know? Don't you have a female? Don't you have a female
yeah,
running for
yeah,
governor?
yeah, we got her running, but she started out with gangbusters, man. But I haven't heard nothing from her since then.
And where's she from?
Well, she used to be the mayor of the city of Atlanta.
Really?
She
No.
used, yes, she was. She was a mayor. She was a mayor of the city of Atlanta. She worked for Biden up until Trump became the president. He ran her out. She was she ran for one term, and they wanted her to run again for the second term. And she said no, she had some personal problems and stuff going on, and so she
Oh,
said
they
I
was
can't
after
do
her,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
The
and
governor was after her. Kemp was
and,
after her.
and she decided that she wasn't going to run again. But then when Biden became the president, he had her. She was on a list and stuff to be a cabinet member, and she were looking for it and everything, and they never did give it to her. But he finally brought her into his administration and stuff as a person and stuff who worked in the White House and everything on some projects.
List of
Part of
people
it.
that's running for governor in Georgia. I'm telling you, man.
Yep, that's girlfriend. She got a real screwed up name. oh, oh man,
So she ran for governor now?
she's running for governor right now. Yes, sir. She used to be the mayor up in the city of Atlanta. You probably got her there.
Put on my glasses so I can see.
Yeah, she is running for governor now. She first started out. I was getting all kinds of messages and stuff from her, campaign and stuff. We need this, we need that, we need money and stuff to get me to going. Can I depend on you? But she stopped after about a month or so. She stopped. I don't know what the heck happened or why she stopped or what, but she stopped asking for money or anything.
Well, Democrat on the Democratic side is Keisha Lance. That's her, right?
Who? Yeah,
Keisha
Keisha
Lance
Lance
Bottoms,
Bottoms. That's her. That she was in
and then
Atlanta.
and then you got Golf Duncan.
That's him. He was a lieutenant governor and stuff for under I think Purdue or somebody before Kemp came in. He was a lieutenant governor, and he was a Republican, and now he switched over and everything, and he's running as a Democratic candidate. And
Then
here's
you
the other
got and
guy,
then you
and
got
here's the other guy.
Olu Brown, and you got
Yeah,
Jason Estevez,
they ain't all of them. They ain't all. They ain't nowhere.
Derek Jackson,
They ain't nowhere. They all them folks you talking about. They ain't got nothing to do.
Michael Thurman. That's a bunch of them.
No, no. All of them is they just
And
throwing
then
they.
here's the lady I was talking about, Ruba Romaine, state representative. She announced she's running.
Yeah, she ain't nothing. Man, all them people there, they ain't got no name recognition. They ain't going nowhere. They just putting their name in a hat and stuff.
So you got over half a dozen Democrats running.
Yeah, the only ones that's gonna be viable in this whole thing is Duncan and Keisha Lance Bottom. The rest of them, they ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna vote for them. They just out there to get some money, name recognition. Now this Michael Thurman and stuff and everything. Now he might be okay. He might give them a little run for their money, but the rest of them, you can forget them. Now on the Republican side, I didn't know Brad Raffensperger was trying to run. Now Brad, he was the guy who called Trump up and asked him to give him 11,000 votes. He the one that fought now. Now, Trump might just go against him because he was the one that Trump called and he recorded that phone call. He recorded the phone call on Trump, so he may not win anything because Trump might be against him. Now, this Burke Jones and stuff and everything, he's a current lieutenant governor. He got it. He probably gonna be okay. He might give everybody a rush. It all depends now between Roethlisberger and Burke Jones. The rest of them guys, there ain't nothing happening. Not in this state.
Well, Trump grabbed $300,000, or was it 300? Yeah, $300,000, and gonna send it for the WIC program because they ran out of money for these babies, mothers and babies. He piecemealing, trying to
Mm-hmm.
fix stuff. And then he just turned around and said that he demanded them to find some money for these military people.
He
So
ain't going. He just
make sure
pissing
they
in the
get their
wind here.
paychecks.
He ain't going. Yeah, that ain't flying. He just saying that because he got people out there talking. That's a bunch of crap. Just like that $10 billion
Well, we'll
he told,
find out
told
in
those
another
farmers.
week because the 15th is right around the block. That's when they're supposed to get their last check.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He's not gonna do anything for anybody. He got other stuff going on. He got other fish to fry. He got other fish to fry. Um,
I think when he goes to the Middle East, he's gonna disappear.
why you say that?
Unknown caller.
Why you say that?
Hey, I think his goose is cooked, bro.
Huh?
His goose is cooked. I think he go in some kind of way he gonna try to disappear.
Mm,
We'll
mm.
see. But I think he trying to disappear, bro.
Well, he he still got his way going on here. Trump, Ted, he's not leaving here to this country. I'm telling you, he got too much going on for himself. He got some more money to be made. and his family hasn't got enough money.
Well, that little 4, 5, 6, 7, $10 billion ain't nothing.
Enough for them. They enough for them because he got to
That
divide
ain't
it up
nothing.
amongst, he got to divide it up amongst about 4 or 5 people. They enough, and then you know his wife got to get at least $1 billion by herself and everything
Oh yeah.
because she's telling people now that she's been in communication with Putin.
With who?
Putin. She's out there now telling them that she got communications and stuff with Vladimir Putin. Oh yeah, she out there doing on a circus saying that she been talking to Vladimir Putin. She said she got secure communication with him right now. I'm serious, man. You go
She
do
said,
your
"Hey,
research.
I'm sitting around here messing around with pennies, nickels, and dimes when I could be dealing with the richest man in the
Yes,
world."
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, we messing with pennies, nickels, and dimes, bro. Because these folks and stuff, they got plenty of money out there that they dividing up. All of them are. Every last one of them. All of them are doing that.
Ooh, Ed, I'm telling you, man, money will buy anything. By
Yeah.
people that will sell their soul for a few dollars. Hey,
We
I mean, when you think about it, if somebody throw you $10 million, it, that's a lot of money.
for you.
Yes,
For you it
but
is.
what
But
I'm saying is
there's a
that
whole
these
lot of people
people,
out there saying that chicken feed.
yeah. What I'm saying is, but I'm talking about these little people that's running around here, like these justice people, you know, the chief
Yeah,
of justice wife made $10 million being some kind of
absolutely,
consultant and
absolutely,
shit.
right,
That's a
absolutely.
lot of money, bro.
Well,
That little chump
they
change that Clarence
she
Thomas got, that's a
she
lot of money.
well, they stacking that on top of the rest of the money. So this is the money that we know about. This is what we know about. We don't.
Well, you're
There's some
absolutely
more
right on
money
that.
that's
'Cause
going on underneath the tables and stuff that we don't even know
you're
about. The
absolutely
10
right on
million,
that.
yeah.
You're absolutely right on that.
Now,
You're
Ted,
absolutely right on that.
something happened yesterday that anybody in this daggone country ought to be embarrassed about. These knuckleheads called the emir or whoever it was from Kuwait and gave them a military base here in the United States. We have never had a foreign country to come into our country and given them a
But wait a
military
minute.
base.
A known supporter of terrorism. How stupid can you get?
They don't care, man. That money is down there running this. Trump got to pay them people back. They pissed off because Bibi went over there and bombed their country. So he doing everything he can to placate them, giving them a base here in the United States.
And
You
wait a
got a
minute, they're
civilian
gonna
air
train them
base.
to fly F-35s. They can sneak their little Google Goo boys and say that they stole the planes.
Absolutely.
Oh, they stole the planes from
This
us.
what in the hell is going on here? And nobody even is rising up there and saying anything.
I
I ain't
know.
heard I ain't heard Lindsey Graham and none of them warmongers and stuff sitting up there saying a damn thing. What the hell is going on here? I couldn't believe it, man. I saw it. I played it twice. I said, no, this shit cannot be true. They set that man down there and said, we're going to give you an air base here in the United States of America, and we're going to give you some planes.
Not only did they put our guard, not only did they downgrade our generals and made them come leave their bases unguarded to a certain degree. They're gonna sit up here and now And then you got the military that's not being paid. You got your cyber people off of work. Man, this if this ain't double agent, I don't know what it is. I mean, we sitting around with our drawers down. We sitting around with our drawers down on the toilet.
We got all of our folks down there we've been trading with. Canada found out about it and said, "Damn it, we've been helping them with the United States and doing all kind of stuff. Our folks done died working with the United States, and we ain't never got no air base in the United States. But they're gonna give Qatar an air base. Them Canadians is pissed off.
Rightfully so.
They pissed. And I told you what we get ready to going on with China. They're holding on to them raw materials, brother. They done
Oh
told the
yeah, they
United
ain't gonna help the
States
Americans.
they getting ready to break us down here because he found out about that stuff. He should have known it was happening anyway because it already started. It was in the daggone tea leaves and stuff 3 months ago. What they were doing with their daggone raw earth material that they were not going to let the United States have that stuff and they
But
had to put into their weaponry.
Ed, look here. You can say what you want to say. We got it too. But no, we got to do more oil instead of digging for rare earth stuff. We got it too, right here in our country.
But
But
it's
they don't even
going
want to
to
invest.
that's going to take them years to
I
get that stuff.
said that we had it too. They knew that we. Why would you go to another country that you're in odds with and not build your own shit?
Well, Trump said that he told his people when he got into office and stuff, we need to put our own stuff because he thought that they can just crank that stuff up like that and start producing these raw materials and
Oh,
stuff
he
so they
thought.
can use.
That's what he
He
thought.
thought, yes, he did. He
Well, he
thought that
don't have
that's
no
all they had to
advisor
do.
to give him a sense of what science is all about.
He gave them people what I think $200 million to put toward that program. $200 million the government gave them to crank up these daggone mining facilities and stuff around there. But they tried to tell him it's going to take us at least 4 or 5 years to even get to thinking about making this stuff. And by then, China going to be way past them. We're running out of raw materials, man, for our military equipment. All of our ships, all of our airplanes, all of that. They can't even produce them. They don't have the raw materials to do it. Our chip manufacturing, we ain't got the raw material. Kind of holding on to them.
Well,
And Canada
when
got the raw
you
material. Canada got some of the raw material, but not all of it.
well when you put 2 million people in jail, you don't utilize your skills and talents and train people. Cause see, that's geology work there,
Absolutely.
and you don't train people
And you don't
and,
train people.
and give
And you
people directions for those people that like to work outdoors and work with their hands and do discoveries and all that across this country. And you
and
sit there and make like everything is good and you want to do business over there because it's easier,
he
but
gonna
you don't want
wave
to
his
invest in your people.
he gonna wave his hand and it's gonna happen. And that's the way it goes. That ain't the way
That's
it goes. He gonna
that's
wish
this.
it. He
I
gonna
mean,
wish it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it's not.
yeah, yeah. It's just like when it came to manufacturing, they say, hey, we don't need American workers. We can just ship our shit overseas, over in Vietnam and over in Filipino and over in China. And they do all our stuff, and then we just ship it over here, and American people will buy it. They may have the population be salespeople. They ain't making shit.
We're going to find out here that this man is going to have this country in turmoil, and he's going to wreck it.
It's in
Now,
turmoil now.
there is a there
Ed, we
is
are in turmoil now.
I know there is a philosophy going on now that you're finding that some of these scholars, especially the black scholars and stuff, is telling folks that these oligarchs and these billionaires and stuff have decided that they want to control this stuff.
What
How
they
do
gonna
you
control, Ed?
how do you control?
What they gonna control, Ed?
They're going to control anything that has to do with telling us what we have to do. And they starting with our news people, our news media. They're taking total control of it.
What they gonna control, Ed?
They're gonna
Because
control
you
these
know
people.
what?
Their thing is that we can pop this stuff up in these people, and we gonna keep on saying this stuff, and people gonna believe it. We're not gonna give them the information that they need and stuff to help them to get through. We're gonna tell them what we want them to hear, and it has been proven that it happens. I'm
Well,
looking at
American
Fox.
people,
I
if they
look.
that dumb and
I
stupid, they
they
get what
are
they
they
deserve.
they are there because we can see it over there at Fox News. They telling these people this crazy stuff, and these people are believing it, Ted. They believe in that stuff. And you know, you and I, we look at that stuff and everything and say, how in the hell can these people sit there and listen to these folks lie to them? And they believe it. There are people out there who believe this crap
Yeah, and you know you hear it on C-SPAN all the time. All they're doing is
all the
doing a
time.
talking
That's
point.
it.
All they're
Keep
doing is
on.
all they're doing is saying what Fox News, what they heard on Fox News,
They keep on saying it. Keep on saying it, and people gonna believe it.
or
You
on
keep
these
on telling
radio
them.
stations. You know, you get all these conservative radio stations all over where they all saying the same thing.
Saying the same thing. They keep on saying it, and you're gonna have people out there who are gonna sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, it's got to be true." It's true because they said it on ABC or CNN or MSNBC. They said it, so it must be true, and they believe it. Some of that stuff, Ted, and everything. Anybody that got any kind of a mind, of sanity, and everything, would know that some of this stuff these people be telling you is not true.
Well, you
Now,
know, not
when they
only
said to Ted, how many people do you think that are sitting out there? And when Trump keep on reciting this, we're bringing in $17 trillion. We're bringing in $17 trillion, and he keeps on saying it. And I guarantee you, Ted, there's some people out there who believe it. We're bringing in $17 trillion because Trump said it. Now we know that shit is a damn lie. If you bring it in $17 trillion and you got a debt down there of 37 trillion and stuff,
Ed,
you would have considered that he would have just put some of that
Ed,
17 trillion
Ed,
to
all you gotta
eliminate that
do,
debt.
hey, his track record. All you gotta do is look at what he do about Wisconsin. What did he say he was gonna bring? We gonna have thousands of jobs in
That's
Wisconsin, and
it.
we're gonna
That's
have
it.
this, and we're gonna build this big old center and everything. Wisconsin spent all that money building them roads for that big plant they supposed to have. They still waiting on it, bruh.
Yeah, wait. You got
They still waiting on it.
you got your health and human services sit down there and said they poisoned the kids' mind. They turned them into they turning these kids into
Ooh,
yep, they making them into LGBTQ people. And people sitting there at the daggone cabinet table and they looking at them and say, yeah, that's right.
oh man, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, you gotta laugh at it, man, because
Hey
it's so
man, you got
stupid.
to. It's this is ridiculous. They
I
turning
mean,
the
there's
kids.
so much garbage and lies and just telling lies and fantasies. You know, every black person is a thug. all that shit. Every
Everything.
Latino person is a thug. Crazy, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Ted, what's your final word, my brother?
Well, if I knew the verse by heart, I'll say it. But I'm gonna say this: pray. That's the only thing that's gonna work now. Pray. Pray and a little action. You know, those people that's got the power. We ain't got no power. The only power we got is we gotta vote. That's all. That's it. Now you can march if you want to, and you think that's gonna satisfy shit. Like they got this big march on the 18th, No
Right.
Kings 2.
No Kings Act. Yep.
And so, I mean, millions of people gonna march, probably about 10 to 15, maybe 20 million people. But that ain't enough. I don't care if it's 50 million. It ain't enough. But that's where you feel good about it, and you white folks get on out there and do that. And black people stay home. We don't want nobody because that's all they need to see a few black people. I saw a black person get arrested out of all those people, mostly white. One black person got arrested. The first one.
Got to get them because they're scared of them. They're scared of us. Anyway, people, we're getting very, very upset because Trump, and I know that Ted Governor down there in Florida has been trying to
He going to jail.
take away our history.
He going to jail.
He's trying to take away our history.
He stole $10 million.
He stole how much?
$10 million.
$10 million. He ain't going to jail. Hell, the other Oklahoma that walked away with 50,000 that day, and they said he ain't did nothing wrong. The FBI sting got him with something to bribe, $50,000 bribe, and they said he didn't do nothing wrong. Everything is fine. But Letitia James rented her house out for and got $18,000 out of it, and they indicted her. But this other girl took $50,000, and he all right. Anyway, people, getting back to what I was saying, don't let them people take our history away. I know that there are people out there talking about this knucklehead lady, Laura, whatever her name, or Hugo Haga, or whatever her name is, who would be now she's the head of the Eastern District of New York's Department of Justice and everything. They didn't put her in charge of the place because she's the only one that can file a charge on anybody. Anyway, she says that in our museum there in the city of DC, that they want to take some of this black stuff out of the museum because it's telling too much bad stuff that happened to black people. We got to
Well,
end
black
this.
people need to get in there and take that stuff and
We
put it
need to,
somewhere until
and
this is over.
that's it. Don't worry about it. Let them take that stuff out of there. We're gonna create our own museum that they can't fool with at all and tell our own story about what is going on. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Quit worried about them people doing that stuff and quit fighting over because it ain't worth fighting over.
It
Get
ain't
our
worth
own stuff.
fighting over.
Get our
Because
own
you ain't
stuff.
going to win because they got the power.
That's it. Get that stuff out of there. Say, okay, fine. Whatever you don't want in there, give it to us, and we're gonna put our own stuff out. We got enough money we can put together and stuff and build our own museum and forget about them. Leave them folks alone. We're gonna keep our own history. That's all I gotta say, people. Anything else, Ted? He done. You all have a good day. Please have a good day. Now, you guys see us sitting here laughing and everything about all this old crazy stuff going on, but it ain't, it ain't nothing to be laughed at. We laughing because we want to keep them crying. It is just horrible. And people outside this country are
We
looking at
old. We
us.
done seen a lot.
You've seen a
We
lot,
old
but
here. We
I ain't
seen a lot.
never, I ain't seen nothing like this, Ted. I ain't seen nothing like this. This is too much. I have never seen somebody sit up there in a cabinet and stuff and everything and embarrass me. And I don't know why the people at the daggone table down there are embarrassed about some of this stuff these people be talking about. You got to be embarrassed. Some of that stuff is ridiculous that they're saying, and it's not true. And that daggone Scott Bessett, he can sit down there. He every time he opens his mouth till I get pissed. Because I know he lied. Man, but he our Treasury Secretary. He is in charge of our
Pray for our
money.
federal workers, man. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
dedicated people, man.
that's it. Pray for them. And you federal workers out there, things gonna be okay. Just hold on. Let's keep on going. We gonna have to get there. We got to trust in our people to get this stuff straightened out.
Pray
Get
for
on
our
out there.
troops.
That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.